Let's explore the verb llegar in the preterite. Llegar means to arrive, and preterite means it happened one time in the past. Number one, he arrived early. Él llegó temprano. Él llegó temprano. Number two, Anita and Carlos arrived late. Anita y Carlos llegaron tarde. Anita y Carlos llegaron tarde. Number three, I arrived with Paco. Yo llegué con Paco. Yo llegué con Paco. And finally, number four, we arrived at 6 o'clock. Nosotros llegamos a las 6. Nosotros llegamos a las 6. All right, let's look at the verb llegar in the preterite. Okay, now first of all, let's review a regular AR preterite verb like hablar. If it's a regular preterite AR verb, one time in the past, you chop off the AR, and what do you add? Everybody. E, A-S-T-E, O, A-M-O-S, A-R-O-N. Again, if it's a regular AR verb like hablar, cantar, estudiar, trabajar, whatnot, you chop off the AR, what do you add? Everybody. E, A-S-T-E, O, A-M-O-S, A-R-O-N. Remember that chant? I said it's really important. If it ends in an E, it was done by me. If it ends in an O, it was done by Joe. That tells you the endings for the he form and the I form, and it tells you which forms have an accent. Now let's look at llegar. It also ends in E, A-S-T-E-O, A-M-O-S, A-R-O-N. But notice, the yo form is tricky. You don't just chop off the A-R and add an E. You chop off the G-A-R and you add G-U-E. So gar turns into gay. Remember we talked about buscar? The only form that was tricky was the yo form. Car turned into K. We talked about what car do you want? That's the car I want. Well, this is a gar verb. Gar turns into gay. So I just visualize Garfield arriving back in Bedrock with the Flintstones, and together, Garfield and the Flintstones, they had a gay old time. Wilma! So Garfield had a gay old time with the Flintstones in Bedrock. If you've never watched the Flintstones, that made absolutely no sense. All right, number one. He arrived early. Notice, the yo form and the he form have accents. Number two, Anita and Carlos arrived late. Mr. Holt, I thought tarde meant afternoon. Most Spanish words mean at least two things. Tarde means late, and it also means afternoon. Most people at school are late in the afternoon because they've had lunch and they're tired. Okay, now let's look at number three. Notice, it's not L-L-E-G-E. It's irregular. We chop off the gar and we add gay because Garfield had a gay old time with the Flintstones. Gar turns into K. Okay? Now, we arrived at 6. Mr. Holt, I thought llegamos means we arrive. Well, in the present tense, llegamos means we arrive, and in the past tense, spelled exactly the same, it means we arrived. What's the only form of an AR verb that's the same in the present and the past? The we form. Why is the we form the same? Because why? Everybody, we keep our letters. And notice, ses is S-E-I-S. In Spanish, it's normally I before E. There are only 4 common words in Spanish that are EI. The word 6, the word 20, the word 30, and the word baseball. All right, hopefully that helps you understand llegar in the preterite.